All right, Trump calling out Kamala Harris and the Democrats in that wide-ranging interview with Elon Musk.
Todd Piro has the highlights.
Good morning to all four of you. Former President Trump and Elon Musk delving into a roughly 2-hour-long conversation. More than 1 million people joining to listen in to the two men who spent a lot of time discussing inflation. Watch.
The thing that they really is making them angry is what Kamala and Biden have allowed to happen to the economy. It's a disaster with inflation. The inflation, it doesn't matter what you make. The inflation has eaten you alive.
Trump slamming Harris for not doing an extended interview for more than 3 weeks.
You think Biden could do this interview? Do you think that Kamala could do this interview? They would take a pass on you.
No, they could not.
It's pretty sad when you think that somebody that does this for a living can't answer a question or is afraid to do an interview.
Musk inviting Harris to speak with him on X as well, but she is unlikely to do so considering she has not done an interview in 23 days since launching her campaign. But does it really matter? Harris did just get a glowing Time magazine cover without even being interviewed. It's a different tune from the press with previous headlines like this from the Washington Post. Remember, this was just months ago when the press was saying this, quote, "For the country's sake, Vice President Harris should step aside." Or New York Magazine making, quote, "the case for Biden to drop Kamala Harris." And the New York Times saying, quote, "Kamala Harris is trying to define her vice presidency. Even her allies are tired of waiting." Guys, much different than that Time magazine cover and article.
How do you get a profile piece without a profile?
Right, she wouldn't give into an interview. She would not do an interview.
Unreal.
Good question. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
You know, let's not be surprised.
She didn't even pose for the picture.
No.
They didn't even talk to her. They talked to Pete Buttigieg. They talked to somebody from CNN and a gun control advocate instead of talking to her. But don't be surprised that they gave her the cover of Time magazine. Remember,
Yeah, we're not surprised.
Remember before Obama, he was given a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Before he did anything for peace.
For not being George Bush.
Yeah. And
But
so
at least,
she's running because she's not Joe Biden.
They keep making this comparison, but at least Obama, agree with him or not, at least he had that it factor. He had rallies where people loved him. He started as a state senator, worked his way up. There was a message behind him. You used to see everyone with the T-shirts and everything. And I don't see this big movement of Kamala, yet she gets to be on the cover with no interviews. At least Obama did interviews.
He did.
Right, so she's got 80-plus days. She says, "I'm going to talk to my people about doing an interview in August." Can you imagine that?
J.D. Vance did how many interviews on Sunday?
Yeah,
Donald
he did 3.
One day.
Donald Trump's been interviewed yesterday with Elon Musk.
Yeah, but for her, it's still working. I mean, she's not declining in the polls. She's gone up a little bit. She's kind of plateaued. And this is even an off week because it's not until next week with the DNC they're going to roll out. Just imagine how Hollywood is going to present through videos and stuff like that and speakers and everything else what is going on with Kamala Harris. It's going to be don't be surprised, usually you get a bump after your convention.
But yeah, no doubt about it. It was tough for Trump to get a bump because he had nobody to go against.
Yeah.
A bump against who? He left. He bumped him right out. By the way, this is my analogy, and I think it might be brilliant.
Okay,
it's like trying to win American Idol without singing, just by going on stage and looking. And they're like, "Oh, that's the winner." Wait a second. They haven't started singing yet. And so we have no idea what she stands for, what she's going to do. But she looks the part. She looks great walking on stage. There, look at my guy. My coach is so happy. He's got like this way of clapping, which is so interesting.
Let's expand on that. Your candidate that's on American Idol that hasn't sung yet did have some songs. They were not hits.
Right.
They were so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what her record is.
Right. And then when she does sing, it sounds exactly like Trump.
Right.
Exactly. All of a sudden, she's a great singer.
So my analogy is somewhat brilliant because you're building on it.
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
She has presented an idea, a vision. The big question is that enough for a lot of people? Will a majority
What's
of
her
people...
vision?
Well, her vision is a brighter tomorrow, Brian.
Oh, a brighter tomorrow. So Annie's vision.
She hasn't gone into any specifics yet because then politically that's complicated.
Right.
And
so the sun will come out tomorrow.
That would
Tomorrow.
be Annie.
It's always a day away.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Right.
ARF.
Right.
She keeps changing her positions because she knows if she sticks to the way she's voted her entire political career, then they will lose.
That's why she didn't get the nomination the first time. And they grabbed Joe Biden from oblivion and said, you can at least pretend to be a moderate. You don't have to campaign. What do you think? He said, yes, I'll do this for 4 years. I'll put Kamala Harris, embrace Kamala Harris. And for 3.5 years, people have been trying to get rid of her. And in fact, the LA Times headline was the incredible disappearing vice president. And now, without even any warning, they told us she's half Margaret Thatcher, half Indira Gandhi.
Well,
so congratulations.
The offer still stands on this program. If she ever wants it, we just want to ask questions. We don't want to fact check. We want to push back, really. Just ask, just give us something. Let us know where you stand.
But we do have some segments booked, like the back to school segment.
That's correct.
We can't put her anywhere.
That's right.
That's
right.
If she does come on, we just need some warning.
I will tell you this, our bookers call them every day.
Every day.
Yes. Every day.
No response. All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.